Hey everyone, Lensman Oz here, and welcome to episode 9 of Cities Skylines. How's everyone doing today? I've just logged in. I'm just sort of going around and checking out stuff that's going on and cleaning up a little bit. Now, I did a bit of looking through the Steam Workshop to see if I can come up with a few bits and pieces to do. A lot of haze here, isn't there? I'm not sure whether to try and turn some of the blurry, hazy stuff off. It can be a little distracting, but I mean, it's cool when you get right down on this sort of level. It blurs everything out in the background so you can pay attention to the detail. But yeah, sometimes it's a little distracting. And that tower we built last episode is enormous. This episode I'd like to look into trying to... Oh, look, a train. Yay! Trains, it's peoples. Yeah, peoples. It was something I was waiting for in the last episode, trying to... all these cars magically appearing. Look at them. Dunk, dunk, dunk. Waiting for people to arrive. And here's another train. Let's close that out of the window. It's got 23 people on it. So we're getting some passengers coming in. That's excellent. Some more visitors to the area. One of the things I did find on the workshop was a nice little... they normally come under the intersections thing. So if you're looking for any of your stuff you download, I generally am looking for the intersections, because they're the things that give you like the districts and that sort of stuff. Is it this one? No. No, it could be this one. So there's this one here. Is it? No, I've got two at the moment. Might be this one. Just need to put it somewhere where you can see it. So this one, as long as you hook it up correctly, you can actually put a train station at the other end, and it will cope with the traffic. Designed for heavy load, and as you can see here, apparently it's made by that Dutch idiot. So this one doesn't have who it was made by. But this one also connects the low traffic grid to highways, suitable for train stations and ship bays. So with this one you can put, this is what I'm looking at. This is what I was going to try and do. So at the top end here, so top of the screen from where we're looking, you put your train station at the end there, and the bottom of the screen connects up to highways. So a really nice way of perhaps having a industrial area that has a train station on it. So we've got a train line here, and something I was starting to look into in the previous episode was natural resources. So this tells us what we've got in terms of natural resources. Now, I haven't really done anything on this game to utilize any of our natural resources. So you can see here, we currently have available in the area that we own. So that's that small. It's a bit hard to see in this map mode. The dotted line here. So that's all the area that we can build on and that we own. This area here is outside our buildable area, but we have 11,935 units of oil. Now, where's the oil? Not sure in this. I haven't seen the little patch of oil, unless it's this little bit here. It's only a small amount. We have 97,000 units of ore, which is probably mainly this area, and 55,000 units of forest, which is probably just any of the trees really. And there's a little bit of green here. You can see it's a bit of a light shading of green, and some through here. So we've got some fertile land here, which is this sort of yellowy colour. But that would be really good out here if we put industrial stuff on that and then zone it, because you can zone your industry. You can zone depending on what you're doing. You use districts, and you've got industrial specializations. So we can actually zone an area for farming or for ore industries, and then when you place down your industry, you'll only have stuff that does ore. So in this case, I kind of want to, and yes, it's a little against the the main freak source of pollution, but we could do a little bit of work here in regards to resource collection. Set up a bit of a low density industry in this area, just dealing with ore, and perhaps just have a train station. So I'm considering not connecting it to the road network at all, just putting a train station in. I can't remember if that's, yeah, it's dual lane. If we put a train station in and put our industry in and see what happens. I've never tried just straight train industry. But then we can zone the area as ore only, and hopefully it'll be good. I probably will have to put a road in which case I'll just run a road up from here, maybe. A highway in or something. I would like to try that thing. I think it's probably a little bit overkill for the area where we actually have ore, because the area of ore is only just this band. So I kind of want to... I'd like it to stay on this area while I zone, but it's not going to let me. So you kind of want to paint a district, so you can paint this area. Try and capture what we can of the ore area, just like so. And we can say that it's very hard to see. It's ore, so I've selected that. And then ore. And then you can do different ordinances for different areas. Let's close that. And you can see here we've got specialization. It's got farming there for some reason. There are no residents in this, so that's fine. And then you can do policies. So different things here for policies. Yeah. So we don't really need to do too much more for this, because I'm going to make it mainly industrial. And we're going to make it... Come on, show me. Okay. Valley Square. I don't know what to call it. It's a very sad face. I'm going to call it Ore Pit. Alright. So we'll put some industry in here. Again, let's... Probably can't afford a train station, can I? Cargo station? I need a road, don't I? Building must be placed on the road side. Why can't I place it on the rail side first? So I'm going to need a road. So maybe it is best to just use that. It's pretty big though, isn't it? And then I can do my highway link. 60,000. I've got 112. It's done. So we'll expand out a little bit, I think, because some of these are one-way roads. So what I'll do is I'll just have one-way roads running back the other direction. So this is all about just trying new things. I can't afford a cargo terminal now. Fantastic. Can I even afford to run a highway? Probably not. So for the moment, what I want to do... What sort of a road is it? 3? 3 lane one way. Can't do it. I want to join back. That's pretty terrible, but anyway. Actually, I think it's bigger road than that too, isn't it? It shows 3 lanes on it. Maybe it's... Oh, it's probably highway. I've just done small heavy roads, it's highway. 3 lane with sound barrier, that's it there. Oh no. Wait, let me do it. That'll do it. So yeah, we'll do... That's a big chunk of road. Probably needs another intersection too, which I probably can't afford. Let's see. Something like this. Yeah, so we need to delete some of the road. No, not that one. I want to turn off snapping too. Let's delete. All that. Yep, nice and terrible. Alright, so we're getting there. Check it out. $13,000 road. Which, honestly, is actually pretty cheap. Page down, isn't it? Space already occupied by what? And these are obviously just temporary roads. I will clean them up and fix them at a later date. Maybe. Nice and terrible. So you can see how much fun this is going to be. We've got the ability to put cargo station in. We could almost put 3 in, really. We'll start with one just in the middle. Oop, shouldn't have pushed escape there. And then we'll have our... Why did that go curved? That's weird. Whatever. Okay, so we've got train station hooked up, area ready. We'll look at our... Oh, look at that. It's actually quite well placed for our ore. I'm a little impressed. Expand it out just a little bit. So keep this area, and then we'll drag some roads out this way a little bit further, because if you remember from the map, maybe I've captured it quite well. This is the ore area, so maybe we won't need to go out here. We'll just keep it in this area. We'll just do our industry over here. I don't want to go too over the top. We are going to need to get water and power over here yet. We might be able to bring some power over from here, or water over from here. But yeah, the idea being that if I put in industry, then this should all just be ore industry, and then any of our buildings in our industrial zone here that are bringing in ore material, we'll be able to get it from our city itself. So let's do water. Oh, almost got it all. I know, it's not ideal. It's not pretty. Okay. Power lines, we'll just run. So there. So the train station should now have power. And again, this is something I haven't done before, so I'm just winging this to see how well this does. I'm just going to zone a little bit of it at the moment, just the stuff around this area, to see what we get. Maybe this bit too. Okay. We'll have a bit of a look here. It's a little disappointing. There's two little spots. Obviously, most of your imported stuff is based on a flat ground. Medium demand for industry. So we've got medium demand for industry, but maybe not as much for this. But hopefully things start to work over here. I'm not going to bring any houses over in this area. I don't know whether to put... I don't think it's smart to put offices over here. And no commercial needed. Because it's going to be a dirty area. Maybe I should convert all this into industry as well. We'll let that go for a while. Obviously I've just sunk a fair bit of money into that, but we'll see what happens. But what we can do... There was a thing here... So we've got outside connections, right? So we've got all these things with blue are using ore products. We are importing 916 or, you know, things from other areas. So here's a blue truck here. He's bringing ore from somewhere. So if we can keep that inside the city, that should make us more money for our city. You can see a lot of blue trucks and stuff going past. Yeah, I know that intersection's bad. And then we've got our goods that we're exporting. So ideally, if we are producing our materials here, eventually, then we won't have to import. And we've got some tourism stuff now. We've got a little bit of tourism going on. A lot of deaths. Why are there a lot of deaths? Lots of dead bodies hanging around. Probably not good. Probably need to make sure we've got another crematorium, 7 hearses in use. Maybe it's time to build another one. We might drop a crematorium in down here somewhere. Maybe just here. Maybe that'll get rid of some of the bodies smelling up the place. Anyway. Yikes. Okay, so potentially, jeez, look at that. Come back and I hit building. Hey, building. Eventually I'll try and change up this area and maybe convert our industry area to something similar to what I've just done. Assuming this works. At the moment, obviously, no one's building here. Could be... Maybe we need to put a police station here or a fire station. We will need that. But until I see someone actually start to build here, I'm kind of not willing. We've got some cars coming. Look, hey, I went the wrong way on the highway. I'm coming back. I'm going back. No one wants my donuts up here. I did grab a couple of other plans and stuff off the gone blank, off the marketplace thing. You know what I mean. There's a few other bits and pieces here. That's this one. This is another one that I was looking at. It's good for apparently it's good for a lot of things. You can use it in terms of industry, or it is touted as an industrial grid, but I did see them using it for housing as well. So it's possible for use for housing. This one here is a really pretty cool one. This is just for residential. It's apparently based on real world residential areas, and I was thinking maybe eventually getting rid of some of these grids that I have and replacing them with this sort of thing, because it can be duplicated just by cutting off, say, the end road at the top there. You just delete that road, and then, or you double it up as you go along. But potentially that would be a cool little addition for each area. And there's enough space in this middle bit where my mouse pointer is for a park, apparently. So that's something. Oh, I was getting excited there. I thought something was being built. Maybe we need to. Oh, hang on. Something is being built. Yay! Can slide back down now. We're getting stuff. So these things. No, stop selecting. Can I not now select? Get rid of the policies thing, that's why. So we have an industrial building, or corporation it's called. They're all called or corporation. You are uranium. Not enough electricity. Well, that's funny. We probably need to get some power over here, right? And you can see they're just all mining ones, which is cool. Let's see. You know what I could do? I'll get some power here. One way or another. I don't want to run power cables through the guts here. I'd rather... There we go. That should be enough. Excellent. We're getting power. Alright. So probably something that wouldn't hurt would be putting an incineration plant in over here. I know it's not ideal, but at least it will cover this area, and it will actually put back into the power grid. So let's put it at the end of this road. This is a hide. Yeah, why not? Probably not the ideal. Yeah, you're cranky about it. Get over it. Picks up all your garbage. Actually, I don't know if these guys do generate rubbish. That would be interesting. If they don't, then there's no point in me having it here. Because if you now drive all the way over to the other part of town, then I may as well bulldoze this building. I think that is correct. Trying to relocate it. Over there. I don't want to bulldoze it and lose money. Ooh, apologies for that. So we now have some ore industries happening in our town, and I'm hoping that they utilize the train station enough, and we start getting cargo coming in here. Obviously, as more and more industries build, things will happen better. We now have... Okay, we've still got import. You are importing. Steelworks. So, but you've got guys right next to you who produce that sort of stuff, don't you? Isn't that how this works? Pretty sure that's how we do the I'm sure that's correct. Referencing, it's a little easier in, I guess, the comparison's not the same because this is a much more in-depth game than SimCity is, to me personally. So the latest SimCity, you know, you can build your ore stuff and kind of transport it to yourself. But it has been a while since I played the latest SimCity. I do have a copy of it stored on my drive somewhere. Much prefer this over that, mainly for the bits and pieces that have been added in terms of functionality and user content and all sorts of stuff. I probably am going to need a fire station and police station, maybe a hospital, or like an ambulance station, just to keep people safe. Cool. Still am yet to see too much happen here. Oh no, delivering to the... Really? It's a long way for you to deliver. You're exporting goods. He's hooking it. It's past the other cop car. It's a race. Where are you going, pal? Got a long way to go. I'm gonna catch you. Wow. The oak resin, I swear the oak resin shows up a lot. They run on hydroponics or something. So obviously we need some more people. I see lots of calls for people to work in this area. Not operating. Not enough workers. Alright. So maybe we do need to get a bit more of this stuff going. So let's try it out. It's 12,000 to build this. I don't want to... I don't know. I don't want to build it too far out that people have a long way to travel, but at the moment, obviously, people have a long way to travel. To get over here, you've got to go the whole way around. So maybe we just need to connect this road up too. In which case, probably want something like this stuff. That one? 4-lane with decorative trees. Or do I want to get this and just continue it straight through here? And then connect the highway up to it. Something I struggle with is getting the highway down to a reasonable link. So obviously I struggled here. Now getting the highway to come back to what we need potentially is going to be a difficult one. So we're currently... I don't know what sort of road this one is. It's 2 with paving. It's that one. 4-lane with median. Speed of 50. It's not fast enough for people to be able to fly through it. Eight-lane road. Speed 50. Nah. Alright. Let's do this. Highway as it is. 3-lane highway. They are 3-lane highways. Yes. It's a little different. There we go. And then we want 5-lane highway, really? 6-lane. from, say, here. Oh boy, I love it. That kind of works. And then we need... That's right, that was only... I don't want that one. I wanted this one. Better. Bang. It's on the corner here that I can't move. Oh, it's the park. Okay, gonna need to relocate you. There. Yeah, be cranky about it. Right. Bring the park back if you want. There we go. Yeah, everyone's cranky and happy at the same time. Alright, so now we've got a bit more of a link. Again, not ideal. Not ideal at all, because these little flyover roads aren't great, but whatever. But with that, I'm actually at the wrapping up point. So I'm going to play around a little with getting some more people into the city. Probably with some of this. You can see it's a fairly large area. Maybe I'll just try one just here. Like that. Just make a decision. And then I just need to connect the road up somehow. So let's just... What sort of roads we got? Just two-way? Just 2-lane streets? Cool. If I do a 4-lane road coming in from maybe here. Oh, I need to change to this. Cool, and then we'll just zone this as probably just low density. Oh, that's right. I don't want to do that one. Cool. And maybe we can get rid of these power wires once it gets going, and then we can put park in the middle. Cool, we've got some people coming in. Hopefully that's enough to keep our industry going. And this is a nice, just a low volume area. And because I've built it on something that isn't flat, we're not going to get great housing stats in here, but it should be a nice peaceful area. Maybe we can get rid of this cable. But I'll play around with this. But for the moment, thank you all for watching. Got a bit of an upgrade of industry here. Hopefully we can make some money from this. You know what, potentially I should, yeah, just while we're here. Be alright if I could put a passenger rail station here too. Maybe that's the way to do this. Oh. Holy train agglomeration, Batman. Alright. Thanks for watching. Comments below. See you in the next one. Bye now.